All right, you may have heard the Florida Holocaust Museum is honoring legendary music promoter Bill Graham with a must-see exhibition. But you better hurry because it ends June 30th. And here to tell us more about it and some other exciting upcoming exhibits is Museum Executive Director Elizabeth Gelman. Good morning. Welcome back.
Thank you. So great to be here.
This was actually extended kind of by popular demand from what I understand. It's been almost a year.
That's correct. We were really excited that we were able to keep it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to actually go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they had an issue with water damage and they were fixing that. So we were able to keep that. Absolutely.
Well, and it's so interesting. Let's talk about Bill Graham and the fact that the tie to the Holocaust Museum, because as we were saying, and there's a fun party coming up as well,
Right.
and I think people prepare themselves to go to the Holocaust Museum and just be completely overwhelmed, and maybe it's a little too sad for some people to want to kind of face forward, but this is an interesting look at all of this.
Well, our goal is to bring in different audiences because I think a lot of people are afraid to walk in our doors. They don't know what they're going to find. We don't have a lot of graphic images in our museum, but the story is still a sad story. It's the same story, but
there's a lot of good stories that have come out of it.
That's correct.
And that's what we want to celebrate.
And our real goal is to inspire the next generations and our own generations to take action when they see things that aren't right, when they see injustice, and to empower people when they come in so that they can take action to make their communities and the world a better place.
Which is what Bill Graham did. So let's talk about, for those who haven't heard or maybe realized how much, how involved he was in giving back to the community and the music influence that he had, kind of paint that picture for us.
So he came to the United States. He escaped the Holocaust. He never called himself a survivor because he wasn't in any of the death camps, but he had a terrible journey through forests, walking as a child. He ended up in the United States, 11 years old, weighing 45 pounds with rickets. He was taken in by a foster family. So now we have all these people who he didn't know, who did so much to get him out of Europe and then to help him grow up. He, after discovering amazing people like Jefferson Airplane and Grateful Dead and Janis Joplin, and pretty much he worked with everybody of that era, Carlos Santana, that he just really worked to give back to people he would never meet through these enormous concerts like San Francisco Snack and Live Aid. And, so it was an amazing journey for him.
So what do you see in this exhibit when you're walking through it? What are some of the things that you see?
Well, we do tell his story really well, and I think that's something that his family appreciates, that we tell the story of the man, but there's a lot of memorabilia. And so if you are a fan of that era or just of rock music, we have Duane Allman's guitar, we have we have Janis Joplin's tambourine. We have all these amazing posters, poster art.
And you said Carlos Santana even stopped by to see the...
So Carlos Santana came, one of the great thrills of my life.
Oh, I'm sure.
He came to visit. Bill discovered him, and they were very close.
Well, we just threw up details of, there's a special kind of closeout performance that you guys are doing. It's a Woodstock tribute band?
That's correct. They're called Piece of Woodstock, and so it's your last chance to come. It's on June 29th, and it's $36. It's a fundraiser to benefit all the educational work that the Florida Holocaust Museum does. And
is it at the museum?
It's at the museum, so different vibe for the museum with a big band, and able to go through all the exhibit one last time.
We have a minute left, if you can, because obviously this is closing at the end of the month. What can we look forward to? What's coming?
So in September, we're bringing back a kind of a reboot of an exhibition, but bigger and better, called Beaches, Benches, and Boycotts, about the civil rights and movement in Tampa Bay and Sarasota. It's really exciting. And then in January, we will be bringing in an exhibition all about Anne Frank, and that exhibition includes a virtual reality component, so visitors will be able to virtually go behind the annex where Anne and her family lived for so long.
It seems to be the new thing that museums are doing, to really kind of place yourself there and kind of get in that mindset. Well, it's pretty cool what technology can allow the mind to do and comprehend.
Absolutely. We can't take you to the Amsterdam Museum, but the Amsterdam Museum can come to us.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning. Again, we'll put all the details on our website so it's easy for people to find, but we appreciate your time and all that you do. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Today.